Hundreds of Chicago business leaders meet with top law enforcement officials tonight to hear what to expect at the upcoming G8 and NATO summits. Previous summits have attracted thousands of protesters, so leaders were given advice about how to prepare for trouble if that happens here. And they were told they should be taking action now to be ready for the summits in May.
ABC7's John Garcia joining us with more on this story tonight. John.
Yeah, Ron and Kathy, exactly. Law enforcement and security experts say they should be taking steps to be prepared with increased security for the summits, but they should also plan on staying open for business. City leaders say they are confident the summits will showcase the city with little disruption. Images like these of protesters at international summits in other cities in other years have some Chicago business owners nervous, which is why this meeting tonight is packed to standing room only capacity.
It just kind of proves that people are starving for some information, and I think today is a good day to break the ice and start to get that information flowing.
They want to know if they should advise their staff to stay home, just whether they should be afraid of it.
The answer, according to those working in security, is no. Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy, along with the heads of the Chicago FBI office, Secret Service, and Homeland Security, say they have extensive plans in place to allow protesters their rights, but to keep disruption to a minimum.
Well, I would ask you to calm down, listen to the experts, and let's not go wild about this.
They're offering some general advice, which includes plan for mail screening for suspicious packages, monitor social media, which is how protesters often communicate. Also, establish counter-surveillance tactics to know what's developing near your business. Create an evacuation plan, and be prepared with a backup location and communications plan for your business.
These are things that we would recommend business do day in and day out, not just for a big event like the G8 NATO.
Police expect as many as 10,000 protesters, but they have no plans to use tear gas. And one alderman today introduced a measure to make sure police do nothing to jam cell phone signals or cut off social media among the protesters.
We want to say that we will not suppress communications, that we want this sort of social media communications.
Consultants say many business owners will want specific security plans tailored to their needs. However, there's no reason to begin working on those plans for a few weeks, at least until officials have a better idea of the exact locations and times where these events will be taking place.
All right, John. And dozens of people who were arrested during October's Occupy protests were in court today demanding that charges against them be dropped. The protesters say the city ordinance that calls for Grant Park to close from 11 p.m.